All right, guys. So I know everybody wants Bitcoin to head up here, but I'm going to be just the guy that gives a little bit of caution this morning about why I think we're a little bit overheated. And I don't think we're ready for a blast off move yet. If you guys take a look at well money flow here, we're sitting at a value of 72. And the last times we hit 72, we started grinding up along this area here where we ended up seeing these flash crashes. And really what these are grabs of liquidity to the downside. I just shared in our membership about how I literally just posted probably 5 minutes ago about how we have a lot of liquidity, guys, still down actually below $100,000. So 100,000 is here. We have a lot of liquidity down to about 95,000. So it leaves this big gap here open. And on top of that, we do have a gap on the BlackRock ETF, IBIT, that has not been filled to the downside yet. And on top of that, we're kind of feeling like we're making this ascending wedge pattern almost here that usually turns bearish before it turns bullish. So I want to point out a few things here. Another thing is that we're sitting with trades in favor at a value of 72%, and we're starting to see this move down to the downside. So if we actually see price action do what everyone wants it to do and actually head up here and break 107, and we start seeing this move to the downside, what does that mean, guys? It means bearish divergence. So bearish divergence to the downside typically causes price action. When it's on indicators, it causes price action to move back down. But if it moves back down, we've got an ascending support line here. And if we break this, where are we going to head to? I do think it is possible, guys, that as far as, a move back down, coming back down to some support that we can see here in the market, down to 102 is possible. I do think even a move down, I know I'm going to be the bearer of bad news on YouTube here, but I do think a move back down around 97,000 is not uncommon here before we really start moving up into February. Guys, look, I showed you this to you this morning in our future forecast. If you guys look at the data and you guys and you access this Bitcoin predictive price algorithm on our website, you guys can see where Bitcoin is expected to be based off over 5,000 data points, which is it's over 11 years worth of data of plus and minus percentage increase or decrease for Bitcoin, and well as the 4-year cycles. It's not time yet for Bitcoin to head up. In fact, the models that I show you guys this morning actually indicate that we could be pretty high right now, where we could be looking to sell off soon. On top of that, I'll show this to you guys, and then I'll share with you what we talked about in the membership this morning, which I think a lot of you guys will like. Look at the sell walls we've got here. The sell walls here, this is from Bitcoin, from 67 Bitcoin all the way up to 236 Bitcoin. We can push this even a little bit higher to 300, and they still show up. All these sell walls, guys, start at 106, 109, and they move straight up to 110. So where is the resistance? You guys tell me. Is there more resistance to the upside or downside? It's to the upside. Moving back down, the big whales are putting their positions in at $100,000. So everyone's looking for the price to go back up, but we have a $6,000 spread here before we hit some really major strong supports. But we only go up to 8,000, which is $2,000 higher, and we start running into massive resistances. Like I just don't kill the messenger. I just don't think we're ready to go up yet. And I think this is going to shock people when they see it go up here and we don't immediately climb to $12,000, $13,000, and we stall here again, and we come back down and we grab a lot of liquidity again at the bottom. Okay, so I do think we have a little bit more of another fake out. I think people leverage long too much in this area, and I think liquidity is going to just be taken out before we see the next parabolic move, which I think the next move for Bitcoin, the next leg up, is easily pushing us into the categories up here in February of 126 to 132, and even maybe 136,000 to 146,000 in February. This is not my estimate. This is what Bitcoin has actually done in its cyclical cycles for the last 11 years, and I'm going to show that to you guys, give you proof of it, and show you where the rest of the year is going to go in the membership. On top of that, this morning, here's what we talked about. So this is linked in the description. You guys, get excited. You guys get 25% off all of our memberships. So you guys, it's normally $65. We'll give you 25% off that. Here's what I did this morning. We are going to go through. I'm going to give you guys the free indicator that I promised I'd give you yesterday on YouTube here in our membership. We're going to show you guys how I plan to exit altcoins, specifically in a way where we are helping our members here retire this year. Seriously, we call it the altcoin retirement chart of how we plan to exit. Now, here's the big thing. I'm going to give you guys a spreadsheet. We're going to walk through when the market starts going up, and we're going to take our first, there's a 20% exit, there's a 40% exit, and there's a 90% exit. The first 20%, we're going to walk through as if we are ready to scale out of 20% this morning. This is not as easy as just saying, I've got my whole portfolio, I'm going to sell 20%. No, guys, there's Excuse me, guys. Cough has been pretty crazy lately. There are 3 different categories where you need to assess if you take 20% out, you can just take 20% out of everything, or there's 2 other options to do this. What I want to get you guys in the hang of is, what does it look like to scale out of your cryptocurrencies? Do you just scale out of the ones that have ran already? Or do you sell the ones that haven't ran? Because if you do that, there's some detriment to that, because you don't know if money is rotated into those narratives yet. So I'm going to actually show you guys not only our plan to exit and retire in 2025 with the indicator we're using, we're going to give that to you today, but I'm also going to give you guys a spreadsheet and walk you through what it looks like to properly take exits in your portfolio to maximize your gains this cycle. Nobody is teaching this online. Everyone on YouTube, I'm not trying to bash anyone here, but everyone's like, Bitcoin's going to $250,000 to $1 million, and they're hyping you guys up, but nobody's taking the time to actually teach you strategically how to take profit in this market to change your lives. Okay? That's what we're going to take a step to do today. And that is where you guys are going to find the greatest value. Okay? I love you guys. Have a good one. Go to a coffee shop today. Chill at your house. I had some tea this morning on the future forecast with you guys, and watch this because I think it's going to bless you guys a lot. Okay? In the description, there's an emoji. There's a gift box. There's 25% off the membership. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy Jake's videos later, and make sure you guys are watching the update on January 24th. It will really, really help you guys in this market take some good exits. I love you guys. God bless. Bye-bye.